Going on, gang? Yeah. What's going on,
Right action
gangies?
button. To climb down. That skill is not ready. Mana 91%, mana 51%, mana
Huh.
71%, mana 91%. Undiscovered. Fractured peaks. That skill is not ready.
I don't know what to do now.
Right action button. To climb down. Right action button.
Oh, yeah, I
To
put this
climb
on
up.
Veteran 2 or whatever the hell it is. I want some power. I should have been doing that shit the entire goddamn day.
Barrel.
It's like,
Mana 51%, mana 71%, mana 91%. Reposting Apothecary and Apos, S staff, Kasama. That skill is not ready. Right action button, right action
fuck.
button. To jump. Vile 1, Vile 1, Vile 1. Mana 6, Vile Overseer. Mana Life 6, Vile 1. Life 42%, mana 40, Vile 1. Vile 1. Vile Overseer, Vile Overseer. Mana, that skill is not ready. Mana 80, life 58%, life 42%, life, Vile 1. Vile 1, Vile Shaman. Life 78%. That skill is not, Vile Shaman. Vile 1, Vile Overseer. Life 67%. Life 80%, Vile 1. Life 93%.
Fuck you, bitch.
Mana 41%. Mana 67%. Mana 88%.
Oh, yeah, it's a world tier 2. Good. Yeah. Oh, I
Morning
should have been
Shore.
doing this shit.
LV.
What the fuck
21.
is wrong with me?
The entered it. How sweet this tape. That skill is not ready.
Let me
Reposting
switch my shit real
Apothecary and
quick.
App 2 Mastery skills spent. Ball lock 5, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. You are already at full life. Corpse. A dead priest. A huge gash at the Black Lake. LV. That skill is not ready.
Bro, what? You motherfucker.
Morning corpse. Bottom action. Healing well. That skill is not ready. You are already at full life. That
I'm a
skill is
dumb
not
man, but it's
ready.
alright.
The entered and Apo. That skill is not ready. Zeleny Lola. The Darkened Way. Zeleny. The Darkened Way.
Oh wow, I
Fractured
can do
Peaks.
that. How do I get out?
Fractured
How to
Dungeon.
do this?
Rape teleport confirmation.
Yeah!
Travel to Kyle Vashad. Button
Yes!
action button accept. Right
Yes!
action. Necromancers can use the Book of the Dead. Kyle
Well, I love
Vashad.
it.
Morning Shore. Bottom action.
Oh, hold up.
Morning Shore. Bottom act. Knob Tara 27. Morning Shore. Bottom action button. Interact. Knob Tara 27. Osran. Weapons 67,312 gold. Hailstone Willow. Rare Staff. Prodigy
Oh my
Blast.
god, why is so
Rare
much?
Staff. Pain Rod. Riposte. Virtue Vow. Simple. 68, 68, 77, 72,551, 73, 74,710 gold. 75,000, 76,002, 77, 78,000, 79, 78, 81,000, 87,380, 90,008, 90, 91,955 gold. Armor Vendor, 91,955 gold. Doom Mask. Rare Helm. 304 item power. 380 armor. Cavalry Wrath. Doom Mask. Doom Mask. Doom Mask purchased.
Okay.
3,425 gold. Vigorous Strider's Crown. Magic Helm.
Oh. Yeah.
100 and profile chat head. Equipped.
See? Yes, sir.
Nova.
Oh my god,
Armor
we
vent
powerful, bro.
salvage. Reposting direct reposting virtue transmog vigorous strider's crown. Warlock grant trans raven gift reaching gnarled staff. Fate you cannot rate speak transmog deem trans mother track directly in inventory. All upgrade item. Favorited item. Brilliant ring hands feet. Two-handed. Teeming cypress. Teeming material weapon up teeming cypress. Upgrade item. Salvage. Direct upgrade item. Favorited item. Favorited item. Two-handed feet. Equipped. Efficient initiate and appos. Favorited item. Brilliance of favorited item. Feet. Legs. Equipped. Hands. Chest. Hands. Agony strike.
Gotcha.
Material armor. Agony agony material armor up. Upgrade agony. Favorited item. Chest. Equipped. Hand. Chest. Glory vow. Upgrade. Glory vow. Favorited item. Favorited item. Brilliant. Legs. Head. Equipped. Doom mask. Rare helm.
Oh,
304 plus 5. No, that skill is not
I
ready.
got so much shit, I ain't gonna lie.
Noctara 27. Side Altar of Lilith. The Dark Campaign Quest. Campaign Noctara Morning Shore. Button action button. Remove. You cannot do that in this area. You cannot do that in this area. That skill is not ready.
You shut up, bitch.
East warning. Your return town portal will be. You cannot do that in this area. You cannot do that in this area. Eastern Plain. LV. 21. Mana 66%.
I'm just trying shit out.
86%. Mana 66. Mana 33%. Mana 21. Mana 41%. That skill is not ready. Bite a berry. Bottom action button. Interact. Mana 81. Vampire Bat. Life 8 war. Mana 48%. Life 100%. Level 22. War. Mana 86%. War. Mana 51. War. Mana 71. That skill is not ready. Mana 40.
All one
Mana
is for that.
69%.
No, it's just my
Mana
shit, so I don't know what I
89%.
gotta do, pretty
That
much.
skill is not ready.
Okay,
Vampire Bat. Mana 80.
well, you know what's crazy? I gotta show you
58%.
guys something on the
Mana
gas.
20. Wrathful Phantom. Mana 16%. That skill is
Yeah,
not
I gotta
ready.
show you something.
Mana
No.
37%.
Oh,
Zero
shut up.
Wrathful Phantom. Mana 13%.
Oh,
Wrathful
all one.
Phantom. Mana 50%.
Oh, now listen.
Ball lightning.
Oh,
Static ball
see
lightning.
this shit?
Wizard and Apo. Wizard mage and Apo. Enhanced ball lightning. Ball mage and Apos. Ball lightning. Enhanced ball lightning.
Oh, look at this.
Ball lightning and Apo. Wizard
You
and
can get all of these hoes.
Wizard and Apos.
I
Ball
didn't know that.
lightning. If
I'll
an
try
enemy is hit at
to see
least
if it
4
does
times
do
by a
that, but
cast of ball lightning,
I know they
wrathful
short.
energy is
That's
formed.
me.
Can only have containers. Life that skill is mana 39 for revenge. Mana 50 life that skill revenge. Containers. Life 87%. Core Rohaven event joined. That skill Vampire Bat.
Woo.
Containers.
Don't do it.
Bone Warrior. Contain. Mana 29 for Bone Warrior. Life 7. Mana
Fuck off, bitch.
39%. Life 60%.
I'll destroy you,
Bone
pussy.
Warrior. Mana 60%. Oath Wand. Mana 80%. Mana 100%. Corruption Wand. Rare Wand. 207. Eastern Plain. LV. 22. Orient Tundra. LV. 22. Life 7. Life 85. Life 98%. That skill is Zeleny Lowlands. LV. 22. Wayward. Search for new campaign
Oh my
quest.
God.
LV. Traveler. Frack Dungeon. Undiscovered.
For what?
Fractured Peaks. Waypoint. Kite Dungeon. Campaign quest. LV. 20 Oleum Tundra.
Let me move this
Fractured
spelled up.
Peaks. Campaign
I am
Quest
over here,
LV.
right?
Campaign
So,
Quest
do it.
LV. Zeleny Lowlands. LV. That skill is not ready. Southeast Foothills. LV. 22. That skill is not ready.
Problem.
Zeleny Lowlands. LV. 22. Cool.
I'll do it.
Mana 66. Mana 86%. Mana 66%. Mana 86%. Cool.
Get off the field, okay?
That skill is not ready. Cool. Life 87. Mana 46%. Mana 66%. Mana 86%. Cool. Life 77%. That skill is not ready. Cool. Mana 66%. Cool. Mana 47%. That skill is not ready. Mana 88%. That's cool. Mana 60. Cool. Mana 86%. Cool. Life 57%. Cool. Life 8. Cool. Life 98. Mana 8. Mana 58%. Cool. Mana 80%. Cool. Mana 100%. Cool. Pants. Loose stone. Bottom action button. That skill is not ready. Prowler. Giant back. Mana life at mana 86%. Storm Ward. Life 78%. Prowler. Containers. That skill is not ready. Storm Ward. Mana 6. Storm Ward. Mana 86%. Containers. Mana 6. Storm Prowler. Storm Ward. Mana
You put no goddamn on button.
Ball Codlac. Mana life 33%. That skill is not red. Giant Bat. Cask. Life 71%. Storm Ward. Giant Bat. Mana 50. Storm Ward. Mana 7. Storm Ward. Mana 6. That skill is not ready. Life 85. Giant Bat. Life 97%. Giant Bat. Mana 66. Giant Bat. Ball Codlac. Mana 82%. Ball Codlac. Containers. Prowler. Hive Glove. Hive. Storm Ward. Prowler. Storm Ward. Slain Monk. Vitaberry. Slain Monk. Gallovine. Bottom action button. Slain Monk. Bottom action button. That's Storm War. Storm Ball Codlac. Mana Ball Codlac. Life 74%. Life 89. 3-faced Slain Miner. Bottom action 3-faced statue. Mana 87%. That's Dark and Holt. Bottom action button.
Dark and Holt.
Winding Way.
Dark and Holt.
Bottom action button. Interact. Shroud of the Horadrim. Fractured Peaks. Containers. That skill is not Wrathful Phantom. Mana 66%. Containers. Mana 80. Wrathful Phantom. Mana 86%. Strider, Starkler and Hive Glove, Sleep Cult, Leap Anvil, Efficient Initiate and Appos, S-Boots, Favorited Item. Brilliance of Wood Wraith, that reward unlock. Challenge. Reward, Amber, Wayfarer, Player Titles. Life 40, Mana 65%, Mana 85%. Life 54, that skill is not ready. Life 92%. Wrathful Phantom. Mana 65%. That skill is not ready. Mana 85. Wrathful Phantom. Mana's Wrathful Phantom. Mana 85%. Wood Wraith.
Goodbye.
Wood Wraith. Mana Wood Wraith. That skill is not ready. Life set Wood Wraith. Life 90. Wood Wraith. Mana
Goodbye.
Wood Wraith. Mana 70. Wood Wraith. Mana 65. Wood Wraith. Mana 40. Mana 60. That skill is not ready. Mana 56%. Mana 76%. Mana Wrathful Phantom. Wrathful Phantom. Life 93%. Wrathful Phantom. Mana 65%. Wait. Mana 30.
Damn.
That skill is not ready. Mana 72%. Mana 90. Mana 48. Wrathful Phantom. Mana 30%. Mana 50. Hit rate. Mana 20. Hit rate. Mana 42. Hit rate. Life 78. Hit rate. Mana 82%. That skill is not ready.
Goodbye.
That's wood rate. Mana 23%. That skill is not ready. Mana 63%. Mana 84%. That skill
Motherfucker.
is not containers. Life 71. Life 86. Rate. Rate. Mana 50%. Rate. Mana 70%. Rate. Mana 90%. Hit rate. Mana 40. Mana 17%. Mana 37%. Corruption. Starkle. Efficient. Frost ring. Magic ring. Mana 86%. Frost ring. Two-handed. Ring. It ring. Ring. Neck. Ring. Ring. It. Two-hand. Sleeve. If. Frost. Sigil of two. Sleeve collar and appos. S. Containers. Containers. Heavy boot. That skill is not ready. Armor rack. Gloves. Rack. Glove. Wrathful Phantom. Mana 60. Mana 85%. Wrathful Phantom. Rate. Mana 65%. That skill is not ready. Mana 85. Rate. Mana 40. Mana 17%. Not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 23%. Mana 44%. That skill is not ready. Mana 84%. That skill is not ready. Wrathful Phantom. That skill is not Wrathful Phantom. Container. Wrathful Phantom. That skill is not ready. That skill is not ready.
Talk.
That skill is not ready. Shroud of the Horadrim.
What the fuck is this? Let's do it.
Vision of Tristram. Shroud of the Horadrim. Follow the bloodied wolf. Bloodied wolf. Mana 50% and quad. Who are you? Mana 76%.
I saved you in the mountains. You'd lost your horse and crawled into that cave. Would have
True.
frozen to death if not for me.
You don't know me.
Why are you
Let's see.
helping me?
Yeah. Oh,
It's
yeah.
very simple. You
What's up?
want to stop Lilith, and I
Yes, sir.
want you to succeed. But you'll
Okay.
never do that by following the Horadrim.
The fuck is that?
Mana 100%.
Their path always ends in fire and death.
Living Gate. Bottom action button. Interact. Shroud of the Horadrim. Continue with the bloodied wolf. That skill is not ready. Bloodied
Who is
wolf.
this?
Bloodied wolf and quad. Why are you telling me all this?
A day will come when the Horadrim stumble. Don't be there when they do. The portal will lead you to that little girl you're looking for.
Okay. Nigga gang.
Shroud of the
Why the hell you
Horadrim.
looking like that?
Fiery portal. Bottom action button. Winding way. Shroud of the
Look at that
Horadrim.
ugly as fuck.
Search for Nirel in the darkened hold.
No,
Containers. Containers. Containers.
I think I've lost my way. The same thing happened to my mother and me earlier on. The trail to the vault ends here, so it should be somewhere around in these woods.
I was just getting fucking cold as shit.
Containers. Containers. That skill is not ready. Nirel. Shadowed Blade. Shroud of the Wrathful Phantom. Mana 65%. Wrathful Phantom. Mana 39. Wrathful Phantom. Wrathful Phantom. Mana 3 Wrathful Phantom. Mana 20 Wrathful Phantom. Life 6 Wrathful Phantom. Mana 6 Wrathful Phantom. Mana Wrathful Phantom. Wait. Life
Oh,
Wrathful
shit.
Phantom. Wait. That skill is not ready. Local Wrath. Calcular Rage. Delete. Life 79%. That skill is not ready. Calcular Rage. Delete. Mana 30%. Mana 9%. Wrathful Wrathful Calcular Rage. Delete. Rage. Net Calcular Rage. Rage. Wrathful Phantom. Life Rage. Wrathful Phantom. Delete. Calcular Rage. Delete.
Boom.
Mana 50%. Mana 70%. Rage. Mana 90%. Rage.
Bye.
Mana 6 Shroud of the Horadrim. Examine the three-faced statue. Mana 85%.
Yeah.
Fledgling Scholar. Mistral Woods. Three-faced quest complete. Shroud of the Horadrim. Fractured Peaks. Codex of Power. Corruption Wand. Rare Wand. Three-faced statue. Behold the truths that lie within. Right action button close. Fledgling Scholar. Storm War. Prowler. Storm War. Mana 60. Mana 8. Storm War. Mana 50%. Prowler. Black Storm War. Mana 6. Storm War. Mana 53. Mana 73%. That skill is not ready. Mana 93%.
Finally, the Horadric Vault.
Horadric Vault. Bottom action button. Foyer. Mistral Woods.
The Horadric
Nero, and Quad.
Vault.
This is the place. And Quad.
But let's not give up hope.
Nope.
All we need is one book, one spell, to help us cross the Black Lake and stop Lilith.
Fledgling Scholar. Follow me round. That still is not ready.
Sealed shut.
Study door. This door is sealed. Fledgling door. Giant Bat. Mana 65%. Mana 85%. Giant Bat. Mana 6. Giant Bat. Mana 84%. Quill Rat.
Motherfucker.
Quill Rat. That skill is not ready. Quill Rat. Outbook Collection. Quill Rat. Mana 60. Quill Rat. Mana 50. Quill Rat. Mana 30. Quill Rat. Mana 50. Horadric Book. Mana 7. Items received. Lesser verses and incantations. Options button to view update. Mana 94%. This old cooking pot is lined with rust. Right, Nirel. Bottom action button. Interact.
Horadric code. And here, the same symbol on the door. I have an idea.
It's hard.
Study book. This door is sealed.
You might want to take a step back.
That's fine.
Efficient Sigil of Braced Aid. Gloves. Agony Strike. Gloves. Agony Strike. Gloves. Skill available. Skill up. Gloves. Gloves. 222 item power. What? That skill is not door. Bottom action button. Interact. Fledgling Scholar. Follow Nirel.
Sure, horror asshole. Come on, horror.
Fledgling Nirel. That skill is Nirel. And Quad. Can you open this door? And Quad.
Should be easy enough to break it again. But why would someone use it here?
One way to find out.
Okay.
Of course. We can't let anything stop our pursuit of Lilith. I'll open the door, and if we split up, we'll work faster that way.
Okay. Do it.
Only if you stay on this side of the door.
Fine.
What am I looking for?
Don't you know? A book, a scroll, or anything that will help us cross the Black Lake.
Okay. Shut up, whore.
Chest beats shut.
Fledge. That skill is not ready. Study. Infernal Sister. Mana 65. Infernal Sister. Mana 8. Mana 50%. Skeleton. Mana 32%. Mana 12%. That skill is not ready. Mana 52, life 83, skeleton corpse bow. Mana 65%. Skeleton archer, skeleton. Mana 87%, skeleton corpse bow. Mana 85%. Infernal sister. Mana 85%.
Ah,
Ruin Moth. Mana 65%. Mana 39%. Mana of life 82%. Mana 3%. Help Infernal Sister. Mana 12. That skill is not ready. Ruin Moth. Mana 60. Mana 85%. Hellion. Mana 65. Hellion. Mana 85%. Hellion. That skill is not ready. Consumers. Mana 65. Hellion. Mana 85%. Hellion. That skill is not ready. Warden. Mana skeleton corpse warden. Mana 31. Hellion. Mana 20. Life 50. Mana 41%. Hellion. Mana 6. Hellion. Life 11. Skeleton. Mystic Lord. Mana if you have died.
fuck.
10% equipment
Fuck!
durability when you
I forgot all
arrive at
about that
checkpoint.
joint.
Your
Damn.
equipment is fully broken. Visit a blacksmith to repair. Revive
Oh.
at checkpoint 6. Life
Wait.
100%. Mono 100%. That skill is not ready. Wretched Fiendish Hellion. Mana 65%. Mana 85%. Hellion. Minion. Containers. Mana 30. Hellion. Mana 21%. Mana 41%. Skeleton. Mana 60. Hellion. Minion. Skeleton corpse. Skeleton. Hellion. Mana 33. Skeleton corpse axe. Mana 7. Hellion. Minion. Wretched Infernal Sister. Delete. Hellion. Minion. Mana Hellion. Minion. Mana skeleton. Mana 30. Mana 21%. Skeleton
This
counter.
you would die.
Skeleton corpse axe. Mana continues. Mana 82%. That skill is not ready. Containers. That Pit Lord. Not enough Pit Lord. Mana 13%. Life fit containers. Mana 30 containers. Mana 50 Infernal Sister. Mana 30 life 80%. Mana 56 life 100 mana 77%. That skill is not ready. Fiendish mana 74%. Sigil of gloves. Swift fiendish folio. Focus. Mana 65. Hellion. Mana 87%. Hellion. That skill is not red. Hellion. Mana 60. Mana 85%. Container. That containers. Healing well. Bottom action button. That's skeleton corpse bow. Hellion. Mana Pit Lord. Life 83. Mana 39 for Pit Lord. Mana Pit Lord. Skeleton. Mana 41. Skeleton archer. Skeleton corpse axe. That skill is not ready. Mana 6. Skeleton corpse axe. Mana 80%. Containers. That skill is not ready.
What the hell is this?
Desecrated archives. Fledgling scholar. Slay Chort. That skill is not ready. Life 72%. Chort. That's it. Chort. Mana 30. Life 61%. That skill is not ready. Mana not enough mana to use that skill. Life 47. That skill is not ready. Mana 43%. Life mana 6. Life 71. Life mana 83%. That skill is not ready. Mana 62%. That skill is not ready. Mana 49%. Mana 6. Short. Mana 40%. Fire Short. Mana 26%. Mana 46%. Mana 8%. That skill is not ready. Life mana 16%. Not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 56%. Mana 70. Mana life 34%. That skill is not ready. Life 70. Mana 50%. Life mana 70%. Chore. Mana 90%. That skill is not ready. Life 52%. Life 4. Mana 65%. That skill is not ready. Chore. That skill is not ready. Mana 8%. Mana 29%. Chore. Mana 51%. That skill is not ready. Mana life 57%. Chore. Mana 65%. That skill is not ready. Mana 85%. That skill is not ready. Mana 65%. Mana 31%. Not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 72%. That skill is not red. Sure.
Fuck you, bitch.
Mana 85. That skill is not ready. Life 57%. Life 58%. That skill is not ready. Life 80. Mana 65%. Mana 85. Mana 60%. Mana 18%. That skill is not ready. Mana 24%. That skill is not ready. That skill is not ready. Mana 6. Life 49. That skill is not ready. Mana 80. Mana 39%. Not enough. Mana 60%. That skill is not ready. Life 20%. That skill is not ready. That skill is not ready. Chore.
Oh! I'm so scared!
That skill you have guys. You
Oh
lose
my
10%
fucking god.
equipment durability when you revive at checkpoint. Your equipment is fully broken. Visit a blacksmith to repair.
I'm good
Revive
for
at
now.
checkpoint 6. Study. Life 100%. Desecrated archives. Chore. Chore. That skill is not ready. Life 8. Mana 31%. Not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 24%. Not enough mana to use. Mana 40. That skill is not ready. That skill is not ready. Mana 84%. That skill is not ready. Life 65%. That skill is not ready. Mana 50. Mana 20. Sure. Mana 4. Life. Not enough mana to use that skill. Life. That skill is not ready. Mana 65%. That skill is not ready. Mana 14%. Not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 9%. That skill is not ready. Mana 50%. Mana 70%. Mana 49%. Mana 6. Mana 40%. That skill is not ready. Life 61%. That skill is not ready. Mana 70. Life. Mana 6. That skill is not ready. Mana 19%. Mana 39%. That skill is not ready. Mana 4. Not enough. Mana 34%. That skill is not ready. Mana life 74%. Mana 61%. Mana 80. Life 98%.
Fuck you, bitch.
Mana 54%. Mana 74%. Mana 94%. Life 87%. Sure. Life 70%. That skill is not sure. Life 83%. That skill is not ready. Mana 8%. Mana 28%. That skill is not ready. Mana 69%.
Busy with that.
89%. That skill is not ready. Mana 65%. Mana 31%. Not enough mana to use that skill. Life 80. That skill is not
motherfucker.
ready. Mana 3. Mana 23%. That skill is not
Thanks,
ready.
grounds.
Sure. Mana
Oh,
34%.
yeah.
Sure. Mana 28%. Not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 35%. That skill is not ready. Mana 7. Life 59%. That skill is not ready. Mana 65. That skill is not ready. Mana life. Mana 12%. Not enough mana to use that skill. Sure. Mana 52. That skill is not ready. Mana sure. That skill is not ready. Mana 89. Mana life 77%. Life 90%. Mana that skill is not ready. Life set mana 50%. That skill is not ready. Mana that skill is not ready. Mana 9. Mana 31%. That skill is not ready. Sure. Mana 28. Mana 48%. That skill is not ready. Mana 5%. Mana 25%. Not enough mana to use that skill. Life 38%. That skill is mana 4. Not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 27%. Not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 24%. Mana 44%. That skill is not ready. Mana 37. Mana 58. Life 65. That skill is not ready. Mana 98%. Chore. Chore. Life mana 8 with life 60. Mana 65%. Chore. Mana. That skill is not ready. Life 69.
Fucker.
Life 81%. Mana 65%. Chore. Mana 86%. Mana 6. Mana 4%. Not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 4. Life 46%. Mana 67. That skill is not ready. Mana 52. Mana. That skill is not ready. Life 63%. Mana 65. Chore. Mana 35. Not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 76%. Mana 96%. Chore. Chore. Mana 20. That skill is not ready. Mana. Chore. Mana 67. That skill is not ready. Life 37%. Mana 65%. That's mana 29%. Not enough mana to use. Chore. Mana 26. Mana 46%. That skill is not ready. Mana 35%. Not enough mana to use that skill. Mana sure. Mana 5.
No! I'm gonna beat that bitch ass!
Your equipment is fully broken.
Fuck!
Visit a blacksmith to repair. Revive at checkpoint 6. Study. Life 100%.
I'm not gonna beat this bitch.
Mana 100%. Desecrated archives. Chore. Chore. Mana 65%. That skill is not ready. Mana life 78%. Mana 70%. That skill is not ready. Mana 45%. Not enough mana to use that. Life. That skill is not ready. Mana 48%. Mana 14%. Not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 13%. Sure. Mana 34%. Mana 54%. That skill is not ready. Sure. Mana short. Life 74. Mana 65%. That skill is not ready. Mana 20. Not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 70%. That skill is not ready. Life mana 6 short. Life mana 85%. That skill is not ready. Net short. Mana 24%. Short. Mana 45%. That skill is not ready. Mana 87%. Short. Mana 65%. Mana 85%. That skill is not ready. Mana 50. Mana 16%.
Dude, I'll fuck you up.
Not enough mana to use that skill.
Motherfucker pushing the wrong goddamn joint.
26%. That skill is not ready. Mana 7. Mana 37%. Mana 58%. Mana 27%. Not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 20. Mana 43%. Sure. Mana 6. Sure. Mana 42. Mana 62%.
Bitch, I'll beat your bitch ass up.
83%. Mana 50%. Mana 70%. That skill is not ready. Life 75%. Sure. Mana 65%. Sure. Sure. Mana 47%. Mana 6. Sure. Mana 24. That's fire orb. Mana 13. Sure. Fire orb. Sure. Mana 26%. Sure. Mana 46. Mana 67%. That skill is not ready. Mana 87%. Sure.
You want some smoke? I'll give it to you, pussy.
Not enough mana to use that skill. That skill is not ready. Mana sure. Life 6. Mana 50. Life 92. Mana 70%. Mana 90%. That skill is not ready. Life mana 50%. Mana 18%. Mana 39%. Mana 59%. Sure. Mana that skill is not sure. Life that skill is not ready. Life 93. Mana 60. Mana 25%. Not enough mana to use that skill. Sure. Mana 38%. Not enough mana to use that skill. That skill is not ready. Mana 64%. Not enough. Sure. Mana life 44%. Sure. Mana life 72. Sure. Mana 6%. Not enough mana to use that. Mana 26. That skill is not ready. Life mana 7,
Oh.
life 39, life 12%, life 25, life 30.
Ah.
That skill is not ready. Life 80, net life 82%. That skill mana not enough mana. Mana 4%. That skill is not ready. Mana 44%. That skill is not mana 16%. That skill is not ready. Mana 58, mana 30, mana 5%. Sure. Life 70, mana 40, life 100%, mana 30%. That skill is not ready. Mana 12%, not enough mana to use that skill. That skill is not ready. Mana 73%, sure. Mana 60, mana 20.
Goodbye, bitch.
Mana
Yeah.
44%. Fledgling Scholar. Inspect the
Oh.
spellbook. Mana 85%. Items received. Death Harnessed, Theories
Oh
of
yes.
Ragnar. Options button to view update.
Oh my
Life
god, that should take
100%.
fucking forever. Yeah, we beat that bitch
Study,
ass whore.
teleporter. Bottom action button.
Please go back.
Interact.
Please go back. To our horse. Oh god damn. Wait, huh? Am I here?
That skill is not ready.
More luck than me.
Nirel. Bottom old journal. Donan brought Nirel. I found this book.
Interesting. This ledger was written by the Haradrim. This is chronicling spells and theories created by
His
Rathma,
mom.
the first necromancer.
Oh, we fucking shit
That's
up.
not what we're looking for.
No.
Oh, it's her.
But it
Oh
can
man.
still work. There must be a spell in this book we can use to bring my mother back. She knows the ritual to cross the Black Lake.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
It's all we have. My mother will help us through.
Thought your
Meet me
mother
down
died,
there.
gang.
Fledgling
So we're gonna bring
Scholar.
that
Quest
dude
complete.
back?
Fledgling
Oh,
Scholar.
one was low 23.
13,858 XP. Mistral Woods. Mistral Woods. Herodric Vault. A hall of magical study built upon it. Dust-covered manuscripts. Bottom action button. Interact.
I'm about to be 23 years shortly.
Mistral Woods. Bottom action button. Mistral Woods. LV. 22 Fractured Peaks. Waypoint. Teleport confirmation. Travel to Kyovashad.
Dang.
Bottom action button accept. You can increase the potency of
I'm
your
ready
healing
for
potions
all the
by
war,
visiting
gang.
the
You-
alchemist.
Yeah, I know that. I know, bitch.
Kyovashad.
I didn't need to do
Mistral
that.
Woods.
So where is
Bottom
that?
action button. Enter and LT and Traveler's Bin and Bambi 22. Ibda. Bottom action button. Let's. Wardrobe stash. Wardrobe.
Let's
Guess
come
I
here.
can't blame them.
Fart butter 43.
I do want to see that.
Chair. You chair. Bottom action button. Raskia and Quat. Are you a chair? Fart chair. Bottom action button. Sit. The blood harvest has started in a new zone. Draws both 21.
Oh, I
And
can
LT,
see.
G59 and GT,
Hold on.
Fart and LT, G, Kudamila, Shield 32, Shield 32. Stash. Waypoint.
There's a horse there.
Kotlika. Zivuk, Roth Stash, Zivuk. You have Ronova. Stash. Side quest, Let's, Stash. Adonia. Stash. Demian.
The fuck is
Stash.
that?
Priority quest, LV. Stash.
Where's
Let's.
the
Side
chemist?
quest, LV. Let's. Side quest, world tier stat, side quest, LV, campaign and LT,
Okay.
G59 and G and LT, G and LT, Herodric Initiate and LT, Herodric Initiate, Herald Way, Herodric Initiate and Akos, S Amulet, Remill, you cannot do that in this area, and LT, Sgang and GT, that skill is not ready. Warning, your return town portal will be closed once you leave town.
How much
Corruption
do I
Wand.
got?
Rare Wand. 271 item power. 163 damage per second, minus 139. 109-163 damage per hit. 1.20 attacks per second, very
Tired getting
fast.
talked to the dude.
Plus 3, Iosif, and Quat, I need a holy blessing to continue chasing Lilith. And Quat.
Korvalar. Seek your blessing there. Everything is unfolding as Inarius foretold. Soon, He will be free to escape Sanctuary and return to the heavens where he belongs.
Who's that? Oh, I see.
Level 23. You cannot do Blight and Apo. Corruption 0. Quest complete. Firewall. Mage and Apos. S-Ball Lightning. Enhanced Ball. Mage and Apos. Invigor. Ball Lightning. Mage and Apos. S-Ball Lightning. After hitting close. Mage and App. Invigorating. Wizard and Apos. S-Ball Lightning. If an enemy is hit at least 4 times by a cast of Bull Lightning, a crackling energy is formed. Can only happen 2 times per cast. You may enhance Ball Lightning. Ball Lightning and Apos, Mage and Apos, S-Ball Lightning. After hitting static inner flames, your pyromancy skills deal 2 masteries, Ball Lightning, Permafrost, Inferno, Unstable Currents, Ultimate, Shock, Cooldown, Prime Unstable, Supreme Unstable Currents. While Unstable Currents, Side Quest, LV, 23. Exhort, Priority Quest, Teleport Confirmation. Travel to Kyovashad. Bottom Dungeon, Waypoint, Teleport Confirmation. Travel to Kyovashad. Bottom action button accept. Joining a party will transfer you to the party leader's world, the state of which is determined by the leader's Kyovashad, Cathedral of Light, Side Quest, Dungeon, LV, Side Quest, Campaign Quest, Cosm 19. Remill. Bottom action button. Interact. Priest Zelka. Guard Boza. Bottom action button. Interact. You cannot eat. Warning. Your return town portal will be closed once you leave town. Eastern Plain. LV. 23. Loose Stone. Bottom action button.
Motherfucker.
Interact. Side quest. LV. That skill is not Oleum Tundra. LV. 23. Loose Stone. Loose Stone. Bottom action button. That skill is not ready. Containers. 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 That skill is not ready. Bone Warrior. Bone. That skill. Bone Warrior. Mana 30. Bone Warrior. Mana 27%. Light 90%. Bone Warrior. Light Ice Clan Marauder. Mana 90%. Ice Bone Warrior Captain. Light Bone Warrior. That skill is not Bone Warrior Captain. Bone Warrior Captain. Mana 59%. Mana 79%. Bone Warrior. Ice Clan Impaler. Ice Clan Marauder. Ice Clan Marauder. Mana 7. Ice Clan Impaler. Bone Warrior. Mana Bone Warrior. Mana 36%. Mana 59%. Bone Warrior Archer. Mana 81. Bone Warrior Corpse Axe. Life 6. Mana 50%. Bone Warrior Healing Well. Mana Bone Warrior. Mana 4%. Bone Warrior Corpse Axe. That skill is not ready. Healing Well. Bone Warrior Corpse Axe. Cast. Mana 70. Cast. Mana 90%. That skill is not ready. Campaign quest. Healing Well.
Let me go backward. Real quick.
Side quest. LV.
Let me go
23.
backward.
That skill is not ready. Oleum Tundra. LV. 23. Ice Clan Marauder. Ice Clan Marauder. Ice Clan Marauder. Mana Ice Clan Marauder. Mana Ice Clan Marauder. Mana 67%. Side quest. Mana 87%. Ice Containers. Life 77%. Ice Clan Marauder. That still is not ready. Serac Rapture. LV. 23. 4. 4. 4. Mana 50% 4. Mana 22%. Not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 63%. Bear Tribe Refuge. Mana 83%. And quad. Can I meet your chieftain? And quad. Why has the Bear Tribe? And quad. Why dire? Armor vendor. 8,639 gold. New battle site. Rare chest armor. Strider's tunic. Chest. Hide gloves. Senna.
I'm good.
Bottom action button. Interact. Wet. You cannot do that in this area. Sarah, that skill is not ready.
Keep going.
Containers.
Hmm.
That skill is not ready.
Oh wow, the same.
Containers. Loose Arctic Bear. Arctic Bear. Life 59 Arctic Bear. That skill is not ready. Arctic Bear. Arctic Bear. Mana life 81%. Life 41%. Mana 93%. That's loose stones. Bottom action button. Interact by the berry. Cask. Bottom action button. Interact. Life 54%. Life 68 for vein. Bottom action button. Interact. Life 91%. That skill is not ready. Core Valar. Travel to Core Valar.
State your business.
Reverend Mother Prava expects.
Yeah, bitch.
Open the gates.
Core Valar. You cannot do that in this area. Core Valar. Speak Vigo. Bottom action button.
Oh, Vigo.
Interact.
You were good soldiers. Worked hard. Fought hard.
Sir,
Drank
keep going.
hard too.
Sir.
Brothers. Sisters. I hope you find peace in these flames.
Vigo, what are you doing here?
So you lived. I came clean to Prava. About taking that woman's bribe. It's looking bad. My ass is on the line. Might not have a job when she's done with me. Hey, you're here for her, right? Let's go together. Maybe she'll go easy on me if you're there.
Core Valar. Speak with Reverend Mother Prava. You cannot do that in this area. That's the Night Pennant. You are already at full life. You cannot do that in this area.
Can you tell me what I can do?
She's expecting us. Here we go. Good luck.
Core Valar. Speak with War Table. Bottom a map of Estular, with a throng of red markers and
Over here.
arrows all pointing towards the fabled city of Khaldun. Right action button close. Reverend Mother and Quat, I need a divine blessing to chase Lilith. And Quat.
Of a blessing. A holy war cannot be won with faithless troops. Make no mistake, this war is holy. Lilith has brought the eternal conflict to Sanctuary, and Inarius will deliver us as writ in prophecy. Until then, we have our parts to play. Make a pilgrimage to the Alabaster Monastery. Cleanse your spirit. Then we may discuss a blessing.
I bring dire news from Skosklen.
Alright guys, if you guys like the video, comment, like, and subscribe for more so you guys don't